Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers that travel through the brain. When it comes to people who have depression, they rely on a specific neurotransmitter known as serotonin. One way to see just how effective antidepressants can be would be to create two different control groups, control group A and control group B, with people with depression. Give one group an antidepressant pill that contains serotonin in it, and then give the other group a placebo pill that they think will have serotonin in it. Next, record the moods over the course of a couple weeks and behaviors of the participants in the experiment to see just how effective an antidepressant pill can be.
The debate of whether it is nurture or nature, genetics a person is born with, or nurture, how someone was raised, their surroundings as a child, etc., that determines the outcome when someone's life was brought up in class. Children often develop similar personalities to their parents, but is it because they share the same genetics as their parents, or is it because they have the influence that their parents give them? This debate leads them to issues such as the differing socioeconomic statuses from family to family. Is it because a certain family has genetics that enable someone to succeed, or is it because of the resources they have? A way to test this would be to monitor a child born from family of lower socioeconomic status that had been adopted by a family of a higher socioeconomic status, and see where that child ends up on the socioeconomic spectrum. If the child has a status similar to its natural family, it can be assumed that nature had the most influence, and if the child has a status similar to its adoptive family, it can be assumed that the nurture had the most influence. Ivan Pavlov's practice of classical conditioning has shown a lot about how humans learn and respond to stimuli. Here's an example of how classical conditioning works. Imagine you're playing a video game, and every time the screen flashes yellow, the ground becomes electrified, and a second later you jump, but you lose some health. After a while, you begin to jump when the screen flashes yellow, and you avoid losing any health. In this particular situation, we have an unconditioned stimulus, the ground becoming electrified, an unconditioned response, you jumping, a conditioned stimulus, the yellow flash on the screen, and a conditioned response, you jumping. The unconditioned response and the conditioned response are the same, but the unconditioned response is performed in response to the unconditioned stimulus, while the conditioned response is performed in response to the conditioned stimulus. This learning method plays a role in society by creating conditioned stimuli and responses in everyday life. For example, humans have learned to bring an umbrella with them if the sky is gray. We can naturally observe classical conditioning in our society by noting how many people bring coats with them for the cold night, even though the day temperatures may be fairly warm.